I've gotten probably a dozen comments like this, and I am genuinely concerned and surprised that you don't see the blatant coercion and control in this mindset. You're using your emotional triggers to control your partner's behavior and then saying, if you don't do what I want, you're being abusive. That in and of itself is the definition of abuse, using a set of tactics to control somebody else's behavior. And in this case, using your emotions to manipulate somebody into compliance. Imagine it this way. I like going for walks. Walks make me feel good, so I go for them often. But when I go for walks, my partner feels rejected, and they communicate this to me. So now I'm left with a choice. Go for walks because they feel good to me, or stay home because that feels good to my partner. If my partner feels entitled to my emotional labor, they will get upset if I choose to go for a walk. They will tell you, well, that's my trigger. I told you that's my trigger. And by choosing to go for a walk, you're manipulating my emotions and being abusive. So now my behavior is being controlled by my partner's emotions. That's coercive control and abuse. And it's fueled by the belief that my partner is supposed to meet my needs. In other words, entitlement to emotional labor. In a healthy relationship, your partner respects your autonomy and your freedom to choose what's best for you. They won't get upset if you go for walks. They will see it as you honoring your needs and caring for yourself and filling your own cup. And they will find a way to manage their fear of rejection when it comes up. They will find tools to meet their own needs, and that might include ending the relationship. But what's so fucked up, something that I've noticed in these comments and just generally in people who have not done emotional healing work. And if you hold an expectation that your partner is supposed to manage your emotions, then I'm sorry, but you have more healing work to do. There is this common belief that because your partner is choosing to do what they want to do instead of what you want them to do, and it causes an emotional reaction inside of you because they're not doing what you want them to do. You think that they're manipulating your emotions and being abusive. I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. That's emotional reasoning, and that's a cognitive distortion. There are specific behaviors that qualify as emotional manipulation. Guilt trips, triangulation, lying. Not doing what your partner wants you to do does not fall under emotional manipulation. Just because I have an emotional reaction to it, it doesn't mean that my partner is manipulating my emotions. You're not being abused just because your emotions are triggered. You're not being abused because your partner chooses to do what they want to do and not what you want them to do. Your partner isn't controlling your emotions. Your thoughts are. And a healthy partner will sit with you as you unpack your thoughts, but they won't take responsibility to manage your emotions. They're not avoidant or abusive for having emotional boundaries. And the only person trying to control in this scenario is you. You're using your emotions to control the behavior of another person because you feel entitled to their emotional labor. Entitlement is what drives abuse.